We're going to focus back on the NFL now. We've got a few pretty sizable injuries that we have to monitor, but Dr. DavidChao, is here to maybe quell some of your fears. We'll start off with his thoughts on Christian McCaffrey's leg injury at the moment.
How worried should we be about Christian McCaffrey and his calf injury for the 49ers? Yes, calf injuries linger. This is why the 49ers shut CMC down for all of the preseason. We actually anticipate this to be a minor issue. He had a calf strain last season, missed 2 games. Minimal time here, a 6 score, relatively high of 92 out of 100 for him at SICscore.com.
Niners favored taking on the Jets on Monday night, so we'll see how that goes. Christian McCaffrey's current rushing prop, 75.5. The combined rushing and receiving prop at 115.5. So keep in mind if that he doesn't seem concerned, but going up against the Jets with that concern might shade you to the under. So let's talk about Justin Herbert. Been dealing with some bumps and bruises during camp. Here's Dr. DavidChao once again, a former orthopedic surgeon for the Chargers, talking about Justin Herbert.
We said all along that Justin Herbert will play week 1. He's going to play week 1. He's not going to miss any game time as a result of the plantar fasciitis. It can be injected. It can be managed. The problem is that it can linger and affect practice time during the week. Yes, he's lost some practice time to get with his young receivers, but he was around all off season. So really minimum worry here for Jim Harbaugh and his quarterback Justin Herbert as they launch a new era for the Chargers. Full steam ahead. He won't miss any playing time. It's a matter of getting used to the new system.
Chargers a field goal favorite against the Raiders at 4:05 Eastern on Sunday. Kind of like the Chargers in that one. I think Justin Herbert's passing prop just at 223.5. I think that's a function not really so much of the injury, but of the style of play that's anticipated. Jim Harbaugh utilizing that huge offensive line led by new draft pick Joe Alt, Rashawn Slater, Zion Johnson. They've used 3 first-round draft picks to fix that offensive line, and now they have a hell of a unit there to block for Justin Herbert and get some guys loose. So next injuries, Anthony Richardson. His obviously the most serious, dealing with surgery in the offseason. Here's Dr. Chow and Anthony Richardson's chances of being healthy going into week 1.
We really have very little worry about his throwing shoulder and the surgery. It was an AC joint separation, surgery with good results. Very little worry about his shoulder. We do have significant worry at Sports Injury Central if he continues to run the ball as often as he did. In 4 games, he took several big shots last year. The risk is with how much he runs and when he gets hit when he runs. The shoulder, we're not worried about. High 6 score of 91 for Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson.
All right, so good news for Colts fans. They are 2.5-point home divisional dogs, typically a profitable position to be in. His rushing prop at 43.5, passing prop at 223.5, something to consider. He's a huge athlete. I think people are very bullish on him. I am, like Dr. Chow, though, I am concerned if he continues to take shots on his shoulder. Look for Shane Steichen to start to try to utilize the brotherly shove that he utilized for Jalen Hurts in Philly. I think he'll utilize that with Anthony Richardson as well as he racks up some rushing touchdowns and some key first downs this season. And finally, we go to the last one on Dr. Chow. Jahmyr Gibbs maybe not getting a full load of carries this weekend in week 1.
The Lions running back has had history of hamstring issues. Training camp, another hamstring issue. The good news back at practice. We don't anticipate that he'll miss week 1. He's going to play. Head coach has indicated that. But his usage may be down. He's missed several weeks of training camp. The Lions also have David Montgomery. So expect him to be healthy. But in terms of the share of the snaps, it may favor Montgomery more than Gibbs, at least in week 1. But the good news is no real health worry for Jahmyr Gibbs, but there will be some ramp up to full utilization for the Lions. This is Dr. DavidChao. Go to SICscore.com for the latest.
There you go. Go to sixscore.com for all the latest on all the injuries. Appreciate all of that information. Jahmyr Gibbs rushing prop currently 54.5 as the Lions are favored on Sunday Night Football against the Rams.